Alright, hey guys, yeah, welcome back, and running a little late. Kind of like the race I just did. So today, we're going to review the Labor Day 5 miler, so let's get into it. I don't know how far I'm going to go today. I normally try to run 3 miles, but my feet still hurt. So this might be a short distance one, and I might talk a little fast. So the Labor Day 5 miler annual race takes place down in the Shandon and Five Points area south of Columbia, and obviously is a 5-mile race. It's put on by Strictly Running, and packet pickup was at their location. In fact, packet pickup was set for Saturday and Sunday because the Labor Day race happens on a Monday. Yeah, my ankles hurt today. Packet pickup was pretty effortless. It consisted of getting your bib and getting your shirt. Shirt's a thin Tooltex shirt, so if you see my other race videos, you know I do like these kind of shirts. Or the really good thing for this race was that they offered a variety of 4 different colors. So as you can see, the blue, we also had a light black, they had a charcoal, and they had a heather. That kind of sounds like 3 colors, 3 variations of the same color, but when you saw it, it was light gray, dark gray, and black. So the design's very simple, but it pops out on all 4 colors, and I really like the way it looks in blue. Got that slight Captain America look there. Now, as alluded to earlier, I got to the race late. So race day, the race takes place at 7 a.m. Normally takes me about 20 minutes to go from my house down to that area, but for some reason on a holiday it took me 35 minutes to get from my house to the race area. I was hitting every traffic light and catching the wrong intersections, and there was construction along the way too. So as wife and I are walking around the corner trying to catch up to the race, we could see flow of people going from where the start line was, and like I said, 4 minutes late. It's all my fault. I know it's 4 minutes because I started the Strava at 7:04 at the start line, and I could, if you follow the Strava tracks, you can see me trying to catch up to people. Good morning. Now, I did this race before, so I was familiar with the course. I didn't have to worry too much. But as with any race, my rule has always been follow the person in front of you. So that helped out some. Now, the first 2 miles of the course, relatively flat, but once when you got to the 2.5, almost 3 mile area, I think that's when you start hitting an uphill, and you can see the elevation increase. So for the first mile, you're starting near Strictly Running, but on the south end, and you're running up. You make a couple of rights, and near the 1 mile mark is when you cross the finish line, and you see people cheering you on because that's where the race is supposed to end, but you still got to keep going. They had water station set up right after the finish line. I didn't stop for water, but I saw several people who did. The several who I did catch up to. It was pretty muggy out there, so it was definitely one of those times you need to get water every chance you get. There was another water station somewhere between the 2.5 and 3 mile mark. I can't exactly remember where, but I did stop there because my ankle was starting to hurt. Now, I don't know if it's because I started late, but I was pushing myself a little bit faster than normal on the first 2 miles. I was averaging just over an 8-minute mile pace, which is not what I was going for, but I was trying to play catch up. And I think that messed with my legs later on, because besides the stop at the water pit, I did have to stop 1 or 2 more times during the race to walk because I had this pain in my right ankle that's not supposed to be there. But back to that one hill around the 2.5 mile area. Once when you got past that, there were a couple little hills, but they were nothing compared to that just one. And that one hill does make an appearance in several races if you run the Shandon area. So with the faster than normal pace that I was doing for the first 2 miles, I was able to catch up to quite a few people. It looked like, if I didn't say it, according to Strava, I averaged a 9:05 mile out there, which I guess wouldn't be bad, but considering there's a 2-minute fluctuation between several of the miles, I gotta watch my pace out there. Now, amazingly, it was not a big crowd out there for a holiday run. When I look at the results page, it said there were 184 people who ran, but I'm not listed in there, so I guess 185. I might not be the only one because there were a couple other people who were late to the race too. So let's just say there were just under 200 people out there. Now, before I go into the awards and the after party, let's get into the pricing. Now, this was one of those races that had a timed tier price level, and I got in when it was $15. My wife signed up at the $25 level, but they were running a special on Facebook. So if you have social media and you want to run in your local town, pay attention to it and look and see if there's discounts, price hikes, price increases or decreases, and see what's going on. Because my wife, she most likely would have signed up at the $15 mark, but she didn't have her job schedule yet. If you didn't know, go check out the Riverbank Zoo. Hear my wife talk. Get to learn all about sea lions, seals, lions, gorillas, penguins, aquatic life. It's a great place to go. Anyways, so between the two of us, our tickets averaged about $20 for this race. And for $20, I think it was worth it. Besides the shirt and the atmosphere, had some great volunteers out there cheering you on. Police were out there making sure cars weren't running us over, because I think there were a couple impatient cars at some intersections. When you cross the finish line, you don't get a medal, but they do hand you water, and you make a right into the back parking lot. And PDQ had their stuff set up. They didn't have any chicken this time, but they had apple slices, apple dip, and some cookies, and their homemade lemonade. We had our usual assortment of water, Gatorade, and fruit out there. And K3 Koala Bottle had a stand set up to show you the wares. Oh, they also had mimosas out there if you were of age. I didn't get to stay for the award ceremony. We had to run up to Carowinds for their little Labor Day special, but I did get to see that several people from the Columbia Running Club placed, some people from the Strictly Running team placed. Fleet Feet, Columbia, and Team RWB had one or two placed too. Morning. This was a nice little run. Like I said, other than that one hill, it was mostly flat. I mean, you had little hills in there, nothing compared to that one. So, if you ran the race, go ahead, comment down below, let me know what you thought of it. Or, if you like watching the video, go ahead and do that too. And, of course, if you like what I do, morning. If you like what I do, go ahead, comment, like, subscribe, share. Yeah, please subscribe. I'm slowly building up my numbers. Need all the help I can get. Anyways, till next time, guys. Bye.